This is worksheet 8-8, problems 6 and 7. Number 6 says, write an equation of the line that passes through the point negative e, comma 1 over e, and has a slope of 2 times the natural log of 4. All right, so with this one, we're just thinking about our point slope formula where we have y minus y sub 1 equals m times the quantity of x minus x sub 1. What you see here is our x sub 1 comma y sub 1, and then we know that our slope is 2 times the natural log of 4. All we're going to do is substitute the values in. So we're going to say y minus 1 over e equals 2 times the natural log of 4, and we're going to multiply that times x minus a negative e, so we're going to turn that into x plus e. And that is the answer to that problem. Looks super messy, but it's pretty easy when you think about it. Let's look at number 7. Given f of x equals e to the power of x times the quantity of cosine of x minus sine of x, find f of 0 and f of 3 pi over 2. Let's start out by plugging in f of 0. You need to plug in 0 for each of your x values. So we have e to the power of 0 times the quantity of the cosine of 0 minus the sine of 0. E to the power of 0, well, anything raised to the power of 0 we know is 1. When we look at the cosine of 0, remember the cosine of 0 is 1. And our sine of 0 is going to be 0. So we have 1 times 1, which gets us 1. So f of 0 is equal to 1. For the second part, we have f of 3 pi over 2. We'll say e raised to the power of 3 pi over 2 times the quantity of the cosine of 3 pi over 2 minus the sine of 3 pi over 2. All right, well, simplifying e to the power of 3 pi over 2, don't know what that is right off the top of my head, so we'll come back to that part. But we know that the cosine of 3 pi over 2 is going to be 0. And then the sine of 3 pi over 2 is negative 1. So we have 0 minus negative 1, which is really just going to give us 1. And when we multiply e raised to the power of 3 pi over 2 by 1, we know that that's still going to be e to the power of 3 pi over 2. So we just need to figure out what that value is going to be. So let's do e raised to that power of 3 times pi, and then we're going to divide it by 2. And it looks like it's about 111.318. And that is going to be our answer. So f of 3 pi over 2 equals 111.318. And obviously that's a rounded value. So there's your answers for number 6 and number 7 from worksheet 8-8. If you have additional questions, please make sure you reach out.